Come and talk to your girl for just a few minutes, y'all. I would really appreciate it. Come and talk to me. I wanted to talk about this topic because it's important. A lot of people don't know what it means to be a teacher. Hey, welcome to the live. I appreciate you. I deleted the other live. It was boring to me. But a lot of people don't know what it means to be a teacher. Um, a teacher is somebody that teaches you things that you don't know and you need to know it. And they need to make sure that you understand the teachings that you're trying to teach. A mentor is basically the same thing. Um, when you are somebody's mentor, it is your responsibility to make sure that you are mentoring the person or people in the right way, giving them the tools, the lessons that they need to have in order to do better. Um, but you got a lot of people that are out here that's being teachers and mentors, but they're not mentoring, they're not teaching, they're not doing anything. And when that pupil or that student is not progressing, then they wanna, the teacher or the mentor, they want to go back and say, well, you need to do better. You need to do this. You need to study this. You need to study that. Okay? That's all fine and good. But if you're not constantly teaching, how can somebody get better? I just been watching a lot of videos. Well, I'm going to say a lot. I have come across a lot of videos where you have teachers and mentors that expect for their students or their mentees to know everything. No, if you're not teaching, if you're if you're not guiding, if you're not showing, how do you expect for your students or your mentees to know anything? How do you expect for them to know any doggone thing if you're not constantly teaching and showing? Like, for real, how do you expect for them to know anything? I'm just saying, like, what do you expect for them to do if you're not constantly teaching and showing? Like, for real, like, what do you expect for them to do if you're not constantly teaching and showing? If you're not constantly giving them tests or pop quizzes, how you know what they know? If you're not constantly giving them the guidance, the information that they need. Um, and every student and every mentee is not the same. You can't teach or mentor this person the same way you do this person. And you cannot mentor or teach this person the same way you done this one. You got to understand how each student or each mentee learns, how they react to the way in which you are giving the direction, the instruction. You got to pay attention to that. being hard and tough may work for this one, but it may not work for this one and this one. Okay? Being hands-on may work for this one, but not this one and this one. Okay? Being militant may work for this one and this one, but not this one. So yeah, you got to figure out how to teach and mentor the people that's in your care. For me, when you teach me, I'm a visual learner. So I learn visually and I learn hands-on. And if there's information that you want me to know, take the time out to give me the information. Constantly check on me and say, hey, Shaquana, do you need help with this? Shaquana, do you need help with that? Do you understand this? Do you understand that? But berating, embarrassing, putting me down, that don't work for me. But you just got to know who your students are, how they learn, how they process information. That's all I'm saying. If you don't know these things about your students or your mentees, why are you a teacher? Why are you a mentor? You have got to make sure that your students and your mentees understand your instructions, your direction. Because if they don't understand and they fail, it's your fault. It is your fault that your students or your mentees failed or they flunked. I'm just saying, you got to be a hands-on teacher. You got to constantly teach. I understand you got other things that you have to do in life. You got your own things. But when you step into the shoes of a teacher or a mentor, you can't step out them shoes just because you get busy. Just because your life is happening. What about the people that are in your care? You cannot drop the ball. Because your mentee and your students' success and failures are your successes and your failures. So if you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a teacher or a mentor, and that mentee or that student fail, don't put the blame all on that student's or that mentee's shoulders. Don't put all the blame on them. You got to share in that blame. Because you did not do your part. You did not do what you needed to do to make sure that that mentee or that student got the direction that they needed. I'm just saying, whether it be comedy, dance, piano, football, baseball, it don't matter what it is. If you're not doing your part to help your student and you letting them figure it out on their own, you're failing your student. You are failing your student or your students if you're not giving adequate direction, instructions, guidance. You are failing. You're failing. Yeah, that student, yeah, that mentee shares in some of the failure, but most of it falls on your shoulder if you're not doing what you are supposed to be doing. and you're only thinking of yourself. Because when you step into the role of teaching somebody, mentoring somebody, when you step into that role, you got to take that role seriously. Because if your student or your mentee quit, that's on you. Because you did not do your part. You did not do everything that you needed to do to help that student. You did not do everything that you could do to help that mentee. Whether it be helping them with drills, with a plan, whether it be helping them go to an open mic, helping them write, give them instructions on how to do this or how to do that. If you're not actively helping your students succeed, what are you getting mad for? Because they're not where they should be. That's your fault. Help your students. Help your mentees. Because their success is your success. Their failures are your failures. You can never, ever get out of the fact that when your students or your mentees succeed, you succeed. When they fail, you fail. You can't leave them alone and say, hey, well, they failed because they didn't do this. They didn't do that. They didn't take it upon themselves to do this. They didn't take it upon themselves to do that. Did you help them on their journey? In their journey? Did you lend a hand to help them? Like, did you actively lend a hand in helping? Like, for real, if you can sit up here and say that you didn't, yeah, you have got to do your part to help your students and your mentees succeed. And I'm not saying the teachers know everything. I'm not saying the mentors know everything. That you don't know, ask somebody that's been doing it longer than you. Say, hey, I got this student, and I'm trying my best to help this student, or I'm trying to help this mentee, but I don't know everything. So can you come in and help me help my student? Can you come in and help me help my mentee? You have got to be hands on. You have got to help. And to the mentees and to the students, you got to do your part too. You have got to do your part to make sure that you succeed. And if you're doing all you can to succeed and nothing is working, sit down with your teacher or your teachers. Sit down with your mentor or your mentors and say, hey, this is not working for me. This not working. That's not working. What can we do different in order for me to do better? In order for me to succeed? What do I need to do to be better? What do I need to do better? What other things are out there for me to actually be better? These are the questions that need to be asked. These are the things that need to be done in order for everybody to succeed. Like I said, I came up with this discussion because I've been seeing a lot of videos where you have a lot of teachers and mentors that are not being teachers, that are not being mentors, and they're just watching their students and their mentees struggle. And that's not cool, and that's not right. This is 2024, and things need to be better. Things need to be better. Things need to be done better if you want to see progression. You can't sit back and just watch somebody struggle and then you want to come down on them hard. You cannot do that. You cannot, under any circumstances, sit back and watch your students struggle and you're not doing anything to help. You can that's not fair, and that's not right. But I'm gonna get off of here. I hope that everybody have a great day. I'm gonna try to get back on here later on, probably tonight before I go to bed, because I will be going live on Instagram with my homegirl Genevieve Johnson. We have a podcast, Keeping It Real podcast, on my YouTube. On my Instagram at Shaquana SHAQUENA 3939. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And I do block. So if I block you for some BS, hey, don't get in your feelings. But I will be going live tonight at 8:30, starting at 8:30, because sometimes we go live 30 minutes early just to get out the glitches. Because sometimes IG be messing up, y'all. And we have to start the live all over again. So, yeah. But like I said, follow me on IG. If you're not already, follow Armani Jones. ARMANI Jones Comedy YouTube channel. Get them likes and them views up. Subscribe to his channel. Comment on all of his videos. He's got some great comedy videos. So, like them. Share them. Tell somebody about his channel. Subscribe to my channel. We're also on Spotify. Laughs and Libations Podcast. The "and" is spelled out. So, follow us on Spotify. We appreciate you. We thank y'all. Let us know how we're doing with the podcast. If you have not watched any of the episodes, watch them. Episodes 1 through 44. Seasons 1 through 4. We got so many seasons, y'all. And we're about to start season 5 in February. So make sure y'all be on the lookout. In March, I will be in Atlanta at Uptown Comedy Corner. Maybe. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I'm gonna be in Atlanta in March. I have a hosting gig and I have a comedy show that I will be doing. I will be posting the flyers. Soon, once they get done. I'm also working on my first open mic here in Columbus, Georgia. So, I'm going to be posting that flyer as well. So, make sure that y'all be on the lookout, because I got some great things that I'm working on. I'm going to be working on a calendar for this year, for 2024. I've been saying I was going to do a calendar for so long, but I'm finally finna do a calendar. I might do a calendar each year. I might do a calendar each and every year. I might. I just might do a calendar for each and every year from now on. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. Yeah. And I will talk to y'all later on tonight, or I might go live before I go live with Jerry on Instagram. See y'all later. Bye.